What up, guys? How are you? So today I'm gonna show you one of the coolest tricks the infected mushroom himself taught me. It's a super cool part in the track. It's pretty much the climax from the new compilation of Area 51 Agency. It's the first track that opens the compilation, and I'm gonna show you how we made basically the best part in the track in my opinion. Stay tuned if you want to learn the big eyes tricks. Alright, so let's go right into it. The part I want to show you guys how I made it basically this part. Alright, so this part is super cool because it's just a simple melody. It goes like but what actually makes it cool, it's the variations of the sounds. So this whole process started by me writing the melody on the piano. It can be any melody, doesn't really matter. Then what you do is you take in the MIDI and you start duplicating it 10 times or 8 times or whatever, at least let's say between 8 to 10. So what you get is 10 different channels that each one doing the same melody but with a different sound. So for instance, the first sound is something like this. Sounds pretty bad by itself, but let's keep going. Second sound. Third sound. This one is pretty cool. It's really important to actually pick good sounds and, you know, for at least 8 or 16 bars, kind of tweak them, like change your MIDI knobs, do some automations, record a whole like long bar with cool changes so it wouldn't be any repetition within each sound. Fourth sound. Go to maybe a little later. Pretty simple by itself. Here you can hear some automations. It wouldn't stay static that way. Let's go. What else? Kind of like dubstepy sound in a psytrance track that's pretty refreshing. And so on, so on. This sound is funny actually. And what else we have? This one. Classic distorted lead. Always good in a psytrance tune. And it's pretty much, that's pretty much it. Now, what is the trick? After we did all of that, we opening a new channel, which is an audio channel. You can do it, I mean, in Cubase, that's how you do it. There's got to be a way probably in Ableton as well, and Logic or whatever you use. But this method called lanes. So when you open up a lane, then you can drag into the lane the different takes that you already made. And then what happened is that you're basically dedicating a new lane to each sound, all right? So each one of the sounds now sits on a different lane. So after you did it with like 8 sounds, you basically get this, okay? So it's 8 lanes that each lane has a different sound. Now, since I already showed you here how to exactly do it, and I already made it, so we can go to the one I already made. So where's the magic? The magic starts right here in this channel. So after you got 8 lanes of 8 different sounds, now the hard work basically starts. And what is it? It is to actually pick up the right question and answers from each sound. So after you did that step, you can select it all and divide it, let's say, in fourths, in quarter notes, or maybe eight notes. Probably too fast. I would say the best results usually goes between quarter notes, half notes, and full bars is probably too slow, but it can also work in some cases. So you select it all in Cubase, it's Alt, and then you just basically split it like this. I already split it, so you're not gonna see how it looks, but that's what you do, Alt and split, and it's gonna divide the whole section in quarter notes. So now it's an infinite game of choosing the right answers. So when it's all basically muted, you choose this comp button, and basically it lets you choose only one answer out of all the takes at a single time. So if I if I play real quick, and then you start and get that cool variation. Now if, let's say, I just randomly pick different answers, now you will see how it takes a different sound from each lane or from each take, whatever you want to call it, and that's how the cool magic starts. So you see how it plays at a single time, just one audio piece from each lane, and that creates so much variation, so much movement in the sound. It makes it from a completely boring single lead into like a million sounds complicated like at once, that somehow everything matched. But there is some hard work in choosing the right answers, like here. So that's what you're gonna actually work on. When you're actually trying and doing it, you're gonna realize that you really need to go one by one and actually see like what sounds good by yourself. I wish there was a certain machine that can dictate what's gonna sound right, gonna save a long time, but I guess you will never be able to do it as yourself. Like any machine wouldn't like have your taste in what's the right like sound to pick. But yeah, once you actually do it and try different sounds, let's see what's pretty cool. I would say I would probably replace this one and maybe like try this one here and try this one here. Oh, that was pretty cool. That did a beat. And then let's try those here. Let's change a couple more here. I have no idea what it's gonna sound like, but that's all the fun about it. It's like almost like a game of surprises. That's pretty cool. Later on, I added some effects here. So if you guys have the UID, you don't have to do it. This is just like an overall color on the top of that method. So I compressed everything. There's some plugins that doesn't work because I did it on a different computer. But basically I added the UID filter, and some parts I added Gatekeeper by Infected Mushroom to chop it up more. And what else we have here? Put a couple limiters, a couple more effects on top, delays, reverbs that opens up and actually this is basically on the channel that already is crazy with all the different bits of audio. So I'm doing extra effects on top to even like glue it all once and just open some reverb, throw some delays, who knows what, you know, compress it all into one big glued chunk, and it just makes everything way more crazy. I really like this part in the track. The result, in my opinion, is really makes the track to another level, and it's super like cool, not boring. I'm sure you guys will have some unexpected results. Let's hear it one more time. Opa. Opa. Yeah, that was super cool. Hope you guys like that tip. Experiment with it, try different sounds, different bits of audio, put effects on top of the main channel. I'm sure you guys gonna get some crazy results. Hope you guys like the tip. Enjoy and see you in the next video. Thank you.